It's here for insembi kosu insembeya. Na answer kwa kubo audio no amamati no. Message notification button no. Turn on. So the any update baby bia on beka na wahwe. Na wa like wa subscribe ama bibia aye kama. Manjibre nyenkotie insem kakra ewo ho.
Is it on general history is repeating itself. History appear. History is repeating itself. In the first term of President Mahama, on January 17th, 2013, and a Turkish security way Al Jazeera Ebreki, CNN Ebreki, Ghana Web, Modern Ghana for almost Ebreki, we seem to have forgotten. Within the first month, and one more check a Turkish airline be or Turkey and Ghana how or more say free Ghana Edru could be as one $80 million worth of gold in a room. I'm telling everybody history. $80 million worth of gold in a room. No be a son of a free Ghana who document with him. One more a Ghana authority a bono. Nobody talked, but him never can say. I'm gonna take you for $80 million gold. No?
That's in 2013. Your link now the Sunday, a modern Ghana, 80 million worth of gold flown out. Officials tight-lipped. And modern Ghana SO say story from Daily Guide newspaper say stunning fact I imagine that Ghana may have dished out a 1.5 tons of gold worth almost $80 million to the People's Republic of Iran without proper documentation. MNA, which is Mer News Agency, a private Iranian news agency, reported that Turkey had released a cargo plane full of gold from Ghana, quote, carrying Ghana's commitment to Iran in gold. On January 2nd, 2013, Turkish authorities seized the stash of gold in a Turkish airline cargo plane bound for Dubai en route to Istanbul's Atatürk Airport in Turkey. By way linkage to current issue,
and we send Ghana Web also a report to it. And you see the trend.
Yeah.
Just the first months, Ghana Web came on in April 2013. So please, when we are saying something, and people shouldn't be too quick to wish it away. People shouldn't be too quick to wish it away.
Yeah, but you've not established the linkage between.
So the linkage I am telling you is that there's a trend. And the trend is that in the first term, and I've given you the dates, this is the proof. Now, are we going to have another history repeating? Let me come back to I'll
Felix videos.
No? Now, let me come back to Felix.
Yes.
$80 million good. First month of President Mahama. You see, Reverend. And na Omar referred to 2013. So Naza Ghana Hano plane Mampenibi be swear India. Say plane be etuko ukobisa obianka honhe and then sana a foolish case. And the one kasa gold radio mkoye and then sana quite 2013 the AB. One the video call as gold no hin one put na ne dia obianka honhe ya onse kwacho for one more goldness. One more money laundering, so one more cocaine, so but about flights, so let me go to the flights.
Flight to Wasia show videos.
One. Or say flight a picture will show ya neighbor picture will show ya and Emeda is see a friend saying tarmac so. Ultra patient be an them.
Dabi.
Yes. Ultra phone be an them. So when phone be ama, and then when phone, and then when a patient na them. So to me, any video of the other cargo, bedi had 13 days. No say, or no see say, a gallons of fee being tried by no. He wants us to believe those things they don't carry it on any air cargo. Call anybody in advance, and then he should come back again. Combustible oil like that. Please, he should come back again. And if he wants us to believe, say, and no one cargo anymore, and then when try video of what was in the ambulance and so on.
Air ambulance, no. Your initial press statement, no. Okay, say no. At the day in the bag, Ghana.
Oh no, you can't answer me. There's suspicion because the intel we have picked.
Yes.
There's suspicion. That's embassy hano for eco family man the ba at the bisu the grab near now quite sure for so saying say ambulance in the ubia fa bibia enwuma and tina yare phobia nem to meye den e wa say oh no mo ko baby and on best see her, which
is a routine thing.
No, haven't concluded.
Okay.
Me repeat you say omo free Grand Canaria and echo baby wanka baby kro.
Yes.
And omo kono mo so to fuel. Omo ntumi anya baby ensi o Morocco. Ntumi ensi o Ivory Coast. Enya baby ensi o Libya. Enya baby ensi o Burkina Faso. Enya baby ensi o Nigeria. Omo say Ghana. And omo be fa fuel. Omo fa fuel ni wi yen. Omo nto aso nko baby omo kom say omo feel wi ya asai. Tire pie engine no start leaky.
Yeah, that's the
fine. Engine no almost more play for front a CC. The question we are asking Felix is that engine no a funeral a ambulance no much rebellion on the within that 5 days. Yare phone on them. Engine no Ghana Hakrano ambulance between a 12 free na whole clinic. Akwa empty yare phone him funu bi anim no akogina kolebu no akogina ha so akwasesi ho otu iko ho a na onko akwasesi ho
ebia bebia na ekoro na ekofa yare fo na enuru ho
yo
ene say si wo
ena omu wie ye no omu siese wie ye no bebia nka ekwakofa yare fo no wanko ena osan san na chi ekọ Grand Canaria. Some story way he should go and tell it to his children if they will believe him.
As a member of parliament, you cannot ground your claims with conspiracy theories.
It's not
conspiracy. That is not what you should be doing.
It's not conspiracy.
That's so far. Conspiracy theories.
No, very well. If the media is not interested in it, we will do our part. But it is they should be allowed to cover things. Posterity will judge all of us. What is going into?
But you don't believe, because for example, Soka say, then that day a flight need to can you do more?
It is not. That's pure conspiracy. It is not conspiracy theory. Is it conspiracy theory? When the national security got their intel?
Yes.
I don't know. Man can say conspiracy. Now, some payment the warehouse there is conspiracy theory. Did they say it was conspiracy theory? Why did they act on it? Look, you may have about 10 intels. You may act on them. Not all may probably prove say the suspicion was correct, but you are likely to get about 4 or 5. So you don't be ignoring intel. It was the same if people are saying what proof at the time of woman sapima akwaje woman
yes
friends saying woman cocaine woman gold ne woman obi the picture be bra say gold ni na friends sikani and you omoko bu ani answer. So what are they talking about? When they went to Takrade and Cape Coast to bust the unprecedented $500 million cocaine, obi try cocaine, and I will be a sample. Say me will proof. Say internal me dey man who proof me my first sample of cocaine, and I me dey abram won't test the cocaine answer. Mako akwache no. Now yeah, mamu intel. I must say that be team for your intel. Please, this matter, the security experts, they take it seriously. When you talk to the politicians, they will give you their political response. But you see, the security people, they are experts. Until I made them say, we feel this heads of security agencies. They say above from board because they are an institution, they are professionals, and their loyalty is to the state. Identity and a way better way. 5 days new.
Yes.
Obi 5 days ni se bibia ni mu a wo mo cover so a adan na ko mo makwan ma Ghana Civil Aviation Ghana Airport Company in collaboration with NACOC and NIB and for small statement bimpo say we are investigating the matter, but on these issues preliminary information available to us and the checks we have done initially bibia ni obi anka akoma
for flights to land say the Ghana Airport Company Limited and a manages our system
Ghana Civil Aviation Authority.
Civil Aviation Authority and the airport nankasa manages Ghana Airport Company.
Sir.
Good. Enti yamfa say wo ba na say yentimi ma won land wo airport ho a say no airport company adwuma, right?
Sir.
Say wontimi land wo airport ha.
Yes.
Good. And as a flight bi betimi land there it was an airport company ne man kwansan wetimi land.
Sir.
In all of this, airport company issue statement. Have they spoken?
Debbie.
Among Kasai.
Debbie.
You don't know that for a fact.
No, they haven't.
Okay. And I think in this conversation and so maybe we need to hear from the Ghana Airport.
So that is what I'm saying, sir. You see, firstly, the attempt by Jubilee House to gag these whole issues, I fishy. I bet to Ghana president now, because
he's concerned about the image of the country.
And what did the president say? What directive did they give?
Honestly, security agencies are
into Oman investigation,
That one we don't know.
Yes. And to know what is the locus of Felix in this matter? Is he a national security coordinator? Is he a commissioner for NACOC? Is he the director general of NIB? Is he the MD for your friend saying civil aviation or MD for Ghana Airport? What locus does he have? Why could you try some fake videos? Be a day by better. And maybe I say, so I will say what I see as a video now who try a cargo plane, a movie video there, and then when med no so near who a funa them, near who yare for none of them. So please, if you come clean out, who start here didn't throw any politics never started. You should have even just said, the president has directed, and these are concerns the president says he takes seriously. The security agencies are at it, and in due time they will give their detailed updates. But in the meantime, initial reports we've got indicates that there was no such illicit cargo. Now they are paying more. And no, obia no kura on kata so on kokuntokwa. Now the baby when me find politics say if we are not worried, say in less than 3 months there's $500 million worth of cocaine flying around our country. And we are not worried, say in less than 3 months gold and dollars they are flying around, running into billions to the scale that national security womankasa echo PSwa every year. 2 months now bianca ho he say owan na wachiri on say one allergy Ghana ha allergy for be ba wa he na ebisa say one allergy if won't me fed ni pontu dwa maye hu say nipa ba ko mienu miensa so far and you suspect him. You suspect him. 2 months. You can't detain somebody for more than 48 hours. But we are in 2 months now. And you know, prima facie case by charge Ben Adi Abom. Court Ben Adi Omaka Kojano. You discuss and say we are must be because a national security matter. And Tientro Krumah. Now they see 2013. Gold $80 million worth of at that time. What the Ben now is over $1 billion gold. At that time, what the bed now is over $1 billion good.
If the committee is set up, na committee the two suffer, say, we honorable member of parliament, ranking member on a committee, a critical committee, say defense and interior. You person will said the president can, you know.
Oh,
your allegation was say more intel no a lead to suspicion. Say, illicit maybe was our 2 flights name. You tell them that, and then what? Because almost information in we are. What can they do about it? Because that will not be the information that lead it to be.
Oh no, why not? No, but have I demonstrated in any way? Say, me already say me no be besia. And I mean, control letter.
No, are you saying
so that must demonstrate to you?
Out, no? Who was some further information?
That will see media is no. It's just a tip of the iceberg because there are security matters. So what I say, and that was why I wrote. If you read even my letter, you will find in this. I may say this will be an opportunity to collaborate for them to provide their updates on the investigation so far, and for us also to be able to volunteer further information. To assist in the conclusion of all the 3 matters we have raised. Na we no makwa blocko. Mu we ama be gina adwa so say ye invite no ama. But just before
yes.
One more ya invite woman to NIB ni adon. Haven't you seen the letters?
We have.
Yes, Midiwo. So what are they talking about? And ask them, say, Ghana Civil Aviation Authority, CEO now almost sack immediately after my press conference. What was the basis for his termination?
My colleague MP, Honorable Felix Kwachio Fosu Enin Komoye, Government Communications Minister. Honorable Ekosi saying Sonia Kwaba, na pom to saying. Good. Inti, a colleague MP, Reverend Intim Fojo, Ewo Studio, coincidental, Free Central Region, he makes the point, say, Enra, in your video, 7-minute video, conveniently, you side away from speaking about the issue of cocaine, the issue of money laundering. Honorable third one be cocaine, money laundering, are they?
Any flights, any pirates.
Any pirates, and you only focused on the 2 aircraft. I'll see about BBC Ewo Ghana. What was in the aircraft? One can answer.
Okay, and then I also saw is a matter. Now, how can you possibly tolerate this level of triviality and frivolity?
Are they?
Obi, on one of now catching was there was cocaine and money on the plane. Also a shred of evidence in mine. Which in the video now, I told you specifically what was in the aircraft. Oil drilling equipment. Any oil for drilling equipment. I put out videos of the aircraft. I put out videos of officials inspecting the equipment at the aircraft. And yet you are asking me, say, I didn't speak about it. When you heard me in a 7-minute video, you see, one of the reasons are sometimes I criticize you media men. No amount for wasting your time when you know what to do to stop that time wasting. The video is there. Oh, you listen to me for 7 minutes. I gave you details of each aircraft and what they were doing here. In terms of what, I have good relations with him. But I'm a neighbor, also in the constituency. But on this issue, he knows to say Asamoah and that he is wasting our time. He doesn't have a shred of evidence. When I'm daring him in your studio. Or evidence, let him put it before you right now, before you go on.
Or say,
I'm sure what I've happened to Obi. What happened? Yes, yes. Obi friend this airport catches the place here this year, and then he put it out. He didn't have anything. Onishi, I'm telling you point blank to his face. Say Onishi, he can't show anything. There are 2 aircrafts. Baku a Kabok, flight 12BT, a flighter, a cargo plane, almost Luanda, Angola, the Singapore, EU, and European country. They are required before they enter the EU to have specific certification. Start screening. Luanda doesn't have the facilities in Angola. It's an airport, Swiss cargo port facility. In fact, since 2017,
I'm the camera.
Yes, was I the one who broke that news? And one that time when the events in NNC, yes. But they carried media with them on the back of Intel in anticipation of gold and money laundering. And when they come ready, watch media at the core, cover BBR live. It's only about 2 TV, so social media. So, and no. The main thing for you and me, would you say it's not? I'm not being circumspect and are inappropriate. They themselves have, and I applaud them for it because they are transparent. In that transparency, it goes to signal say, say, would be a kuraba beer? We will find you. It's impressive. I applauded them, and I'm saying, say, Senka, a plane now, a free Gran Canaria airborne ambulance airborne. If I were fast enough. And I mean, Intel said on bed 19th March, a 2 airba. Now there's some suspicious AB womb, and they made ye. And I know, man, fast, Uncle National Security be the nearest security agency, Uncle, and the down for details, and Arma say, young bar let El Kotoka. Now, because Intel be saying matter, say no cry, Mummy monitor near her. And I know me bet now radio whistle I could see sense and I'm a debu bo muma the who was a person me popular me person obi atimenka person obi adisa mekasa and they plane be bow drew Morocco by 10 minutes time a bedroom Nigeria Baha drew Burkina mon tracking a crowd that one will be reckless so what you say but when a series and one bab etu at the court so what you say
and send a wunya intel
and I'm miminya say a bessie you know movement be course and but yes. Movement
yes
it is suspected say it was an illicit cargo whether it is true or not whether it is even true or not because it to me crack cocaine no market test almost there be